From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Friday, October the 15th, 2021. Israel's Defense Minister Benny Gantz issued a firm call against violence by Jewish Israeli right-wing extremists. The Defense Minister's office said on Wednesday Gantz ordered the IDF to act systemically, aggressively, and uncompromisingly, together with the Shin Bet security service and the police, against all forms of violence against Palestinians, Jews, and of course against security forces. This after several incidents of violence on the part of Jewish extremists towards Palestinians and towards IDF troops in the West Bank. Most recently this past Wednesday, when two IDF soldiers were pepper sprayed by a Jewish extremist outside an illegal outpost in the West Bank, the troops were lightly injured. Israel's Air Force is readying to host Blue Flag 2021, a massive international aerial exercise which begins this Sunday, said to be the largest and most advanced yet, with teams from the United States, United Kingdom, Germany, Italy, France, Greece, and India. Israel's Air Force Chief Amikam Norkin said that the exercise is at a high point in terms of the extent of participating countries, the quality of the drill, and the advanced level of the technology. It, he said, expresses the strong cooperation and connection with the country's air forces and represents fertile ground for regional and international cooperation. Well, the third anniversary of Pittsburgh's Tree of Life Synagogue shooting is fast approaching, and commemorations are set to remember the 11 people gunned down while in the synagogue center on October the 27th of 2018, including a ceremony being held outside at Schenley Park in Pittsburgh on that day, near the grove of trees planted in memory of the victims. The tragedy also has inspired efforts to fight anti-Semitism, hate, and extremism, like the Eradicate Hate Global Summit, a three-day gathering born out of the Tree of Life massacre, which will take place in Pittsburgh beginning this Monday. The summit's website states, rather than remain victims of hate, we have resolved to convert what happened into the most significant anti-hate rule of law initiative in the world, and to that end are bringing together multidisciplinary global experts and leaders who are committed to the eradication of hate speech and violent extremism in all its forms around the world. Speakers at the summit include former U.S. President George W. Bush, who will be addressing the gathering virtually, as well as Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas, who is Jewish, and CEO of the Anti-Defamation League, Jonathan Greenblatt, as well as members of the Tree of Life Synagogue. 235 new immigrants, or Olim, from the Bnei Menashe community landed in Israel this week. Bnei Menashe are from northeast India. They cite their descent from one of the 10 lost tribes of Israel and have kept and preserved the Jewish tradition for generations. Israel's Minister of Aliyah and Integration, Pnina Tamano-Shata, welcomed the group, saying that according to the policy I lead in the ministry, we work to bring Jews to Israel from all countries of the world, regardless of race, gender, origin, or income level. I'm excited for the new Olim and happy to see them here with us at home. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Friday, October the 15th. Live Shabbat services are coming up at 6 o'clock from New York City's Central Synagogue, followed by Shabbat services from the Hampton Synagogue. At 8:30, a concert from the Krakow Festival. At 9, the film A Blind Hero, the story of Righteous Gentile Otto Weidt's daring rescue of his blind and deaf Jewish employees from being sent to the death camps. At 10:30, a replay of the Hampton Synagogue services, followed by a replay from Central Synagogue. And coming up next, a look at this week's Torah portion. And that's the JBS News Update for Friday, October the 15th, 2021. I'm Teisha Bader. Stay healthy, stay well, and Shabbat Shalom.